you. Okie dokie. So, PayPal is where I want to go, and here's the first questions. I'm sorry. All right. Yes. Oh, some of them even brushed you off. Oh no. That is very odd, ain't it? Okay. Okay, let me go and see your first question from their perspective altogether. Did they actually think that that was something that was weird or, Okay. I am getting the temperance coming on through. I'm going to say, I'm not going to generalize it. I'm not going to say everybody thought that it was weird, but I'm going to say some people kind of thought that it was weird. So I'm going to put like a half-half. Hello, Hudson. I'm going to put like a half-half kind of a thing. All right. I feel like for certain people, it was a little bit strange that maybe you should not have been there, that it was not really your place. And I feel that for other people, it was okay. I mean, this person was part of your life. It was somebody who was important, and it is a certain ending. So it was absolutely okay for you to actually come on by and to say goodbye, which we must not forget either. Just you yourself personally. I don't want you to feel bad or feel like, yes, you do have to kind of cut yourself off from these people, which is what you did. But I mean, you were asked to go there. Imagine if, the mom would have done what she wanted to do that you said no, how everybody would have thought it was weird. So, I mean, you were doing this not just for you were doing it for the person, but you were also doing it, I feel, in a great part because of the mom and everything as such. So, I mean, you did what you had to do. I'm going to say a little bit in life, we don't care about the others. Do what's good for you. And whatever else kind of pops on through. Hello, my beautiful Carrie, sweet love. But that's what I've got for you at this moment over here, sweetie. Hello, Marjana. It's nice to see you. So basically, I'm going to say it was a little bit odd, not for all. Some understood, others thought it was a little bit weird. But basically, over here, it was really a question of what was good for you. It was bringing balance on in. You were not there to disturb, create, issues or anything of the such. You were there for the same reason as everybody else. So it's okay, my love. If I'm going to give you, let's say, a percentage, because you are asking if it was weird, but I'm like, yes, but it's no. I'm going to say maybe there was a 30% that kind of thought it was a little bit odd. And I'm going to say the other people was okay. Either they were neutral or it was simply okay. Let me go back into the live and see. And that's it, right? And it's okay. I mean, you do need to cut it and you do need to let go of it. So, that's what it is, sweetie pie. I know. I'm sorry, my beautiful Sonia, sweetie. I'm sorry, my sweet love. Let me just go and get your other questions. I'm going to read a little bit. Okay, yeah. Does he actually know why you were out of town? Okay. Does he actually know why you were out of town? Let's go see. By the way, guys, for those of you who usually are here with us, and there's a few of you, sweet, lovely souls, on Tuesday, we will probably have a late live. It's not going to be at 8 p.m., no doubt about it. It's probably going to be somewhere around 10 p.m., so later. But we will confirm like tomorrow, because I'm going to the zoo with my kids, and it's like a 3-hour drive to go there, 3 hours back. So yeah, if I don't want to rush too much to get back until 8, yeah, it's better to do it a little bit later, but we will confirm tomorrow. And that being said, does he actually know what you were doing? He knows that you were gone out for some type of a gathering, that there's no doubt. He knew about the gathering altogether, but I don't necessarily believe that he actually knows why. It was something that you had previously planned, no doubt about it. He doesn't necessarily see it as being like, yes, he sees it as there was a gathering, something going on, but he doesn't necessarily see it as something that is joyous or something that is of a celebration, because I do have my Four of Wands in the reverse position. But at the same time, I've got you not necessarily being guarded. It's almost like if you are going, right? You went on by, and that's what you did. And that's what I've got over here, my sweetie pie. So I'm basically gonna say, and yeah, I'll say oof to that, my beautiful Carrie. Yeah, I'm gonna say to you, he knew that you were gone off doing something that you had to do, but he didn't necessarily know what it was, but didn't necessarily want to ask what it was. Like, he doesn't believe that it was something that was like you're going for like a party or something. But no, he has no idea what it was other than that, my sweet love. By the way, I am not looking into the chat, so if anybody is speaking to me at this moment, I am not responding. It is because I am simply not there. So please do forgive me, and I will go back and look into the chat in a few moments. Once again, the list is MZ, followed out by a beautiful Shakira and Mimi. Did we receive the energy that you sent out? This is going to be your question number 3. So did we receive the energy? Okay. We did, my love. We definitely did receive the energy, no doubt about it. So it's a definite yes over here, getting our 3 of Pentacles coming on through. The energy was there. It was given on out. It was definitely received. And I just kind of feel like we're into a place where we received the energy, but we did not utilize the energy, which is different. So yes, we got it, but yes, we did not use it. I don't feel as though we had that need to use it. And it's okay. Sometimes for no reason whatsoever, you're just not really into it, right? And I'm going to say that's pretty much what it was, but he did definitely receive it. And I feel as though it's like you. Whenever you feel like you feel loved, you know, you just, sometimes you're doing something in today and oh my God, something comes into your mind or a message comes on towards you and you just feel so loved and so cared for and so important. This is what I'm gathering from his feelings and his emotions. But he didn't, like I said, he didn't utilize it, but he definitely did receive it. What I'm trying to say is that even though he doesn't use them, he really does love receiving them, is what I'm trying to say. Now you say you did send out a message and you did say yes, and he did not respond. I did not necessarily believe that he was going to respond, but I did kind of want you to send out the good night anyways, because it's not the fact, he's not always going to respond on back because he's still a little bit into that same kind of a way. That's not really the question. The question over here is that you sent it on out. I want to go and see, did he like it? Did he receive it? What did he think about it? And why did he not necessarily write on back? But I did not necessarily believe that he was going to be writing on back. He's a little bit, it's like he's a little bit wondering, should I respond on back towards that? It's almost like if yesterday he was a little bit into a place with the non-utilization, if you will, of the energy, but receiving it. At the same time, I just don't feel as though he necessarily wants to reach on out always, but he likes to receive the messages for you. And I know that you're going to say you like to receive messages from him too, and I completely get it. But I feel like at this moment in time, he just really wants to, I feel like he wants to give you and send you a message, but I feel like his issue is he doesn't want to become like overwhelming. He doesn't want to be annoying, if you will. So he's taking your message on it and he's like, okay, this is good. This is all right. And into his mind, he doesn't necessarily have to reply on back because he often doesn't necessarily reply on back. So it's not really odd. It's not really off. It's not really anything of the such. It's like somewhat a little bit of a normality, if you will. So this is it. But he did love to actually receive it. There's no doubt about that. You know, you're still looking towards the future over here. You're still onto the exact same beautiful path. It's really just a question of him not necessarily responding. Yeah. And let me go and see the feelings for you today. And I'm going to just go and see what's happening into the chat at the same time so I don't leave that long. Hello, my beautiful tea clean. Nice to see you, sweetie pie. Hello, love. I've got you. I will leave you a timestamp. Is that good with you, tea clean? I probably have a good 40-minute wait before I'm with you, my love. Yeah. No, my God, you are not. No, 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 no. I'm not saying you will. Yeah, no, I'm not saying, oh my God, Juanson. Juanson. I saw it. Look what I did. Look what I did. I saw you, sweetie pie. No. You are not overwhelming. He doesn't want to feel like he is overwhelming you. He doesn't want to feel like he is annoying you if he sends out too many messages or if he necessarily replies to everything. That's what I'm seeing. Yes. Oh, he can definitely use it when you guys are together. No, but no. There was nothing annoying. There was nothing overwhelming. There was nothing of the such. Everything was good and everything was absolutely perfect. And you're absolutely right, my beautiful Carrie. I did see that, Juanson. I did. And even though I deleted it, it was just really a mark of ha 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 ha. But I'm sending you much love because you know I love you, Juanson. And I know you do things like that. Okay, let me just continue on over here. So no, there's no problem whatsoever. Now I'm not going to be looking again. And why am I saying this? I don't know, because I'm going to leave again. Watson's going to put some Aladdin song or something of the such. I don't know what he's doing. But I'm going to go back into PayPal. So the feelings that we have for you today. How are we feeling towards you today? So how are we feeling towards you today? I should actually keep Watson busy. Hi, Dawn. Nice to see you, sweetie pie. Hello, my love. See you later. All right. See you a little bit later, sweetie. Lilith is not in tonight. It is me and Juanson. And Juanson's being a troublemaker. So, thoughts of you today. We're into a place where we want things to stay the way that they are. And this is important. It's important what I'm going to say, okay? We want things to remain the way that they are at this moment. Not last week, not the week before, not 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, 2 months. The way they are right now. Meaning that we think about you. Meaning that we love you. We want to spend more time with you. But don't necessarily expect, because you'll be hurt if you expect that right away. Don't necessarily expect any big movements like commitment. Don't expect an offer of commitment to be happening right away. And I know, like you would like to have it right away because you already know what you want. He already knows what he wants too. Why even just kind of, why do we have to push things off is the great question here. But I'm definitely going to say, just don't expect it right away. Like that, you will not be disappointed. And I'm not saying you're going to be disappointed, but don't wait for the actual commitment to come on through right away. That's going to happen more, I'm going to say somewhere around the month of September. What you can expect from here till then, he's thinking about you, he's thinking about the relationship, he's thinking about the movement forward, but he wants things to stay a little bit the way they are. Meaning, we want to be able to see you maybe once a week, and we want to spend some good time with you. And we want to kind of progress into that kind of a way for a little bit. And then he's going to be able to step in slowly a little bit more into his king's energy. But we want to have a certain stability that is coming on in, is what we're looking for. And thoughts towards a relationship. A little bit into the same way. I'm going to take out some more cards because in regards to you, nothing has changed onto that side. We still have the beautiful love. We still have the desire. We still have a lot of beautiful passion. We have a lot of belief towards the future. But relationship-wise, we see that, yes, we're going to be offering you our heart. We're going to be offering you our beautiful love. But it's not going to happen really, really quickly. Things are going to happen kind of slowly, one little step at a time, right? So this is it. Getting over here, our high priestess, waiting for that beautiful action to pop on through, but no longer feeling lonely, no longer feeling lost and sad and everything else. Like, we are there, we are good, we are happy, we're moving forward. So, sweetie pie, the relationship is into a certain progress, and that is going fantastically. In regards to you, sometimes he just does not want to feel like he's pushing too much, which is why sometimes you could feel that he's not necessarily giving enough, or he's a little bit kind of backing off, but he's not backing off. He just doesn't want to push things too much because he doesn't want to push you away. I'm going to go on see your other questions before giving you messages, okay? Absolutely, Dawn, sweetie. Don't live into the past. Keep moving forward. Exactly, sweetie. Or what? Oh, you'll get run over? It's true. Yes. All right, hold on. Let me go and get your other questions. Let me go and see if you're okay into the live at the same time. I do have our beautiful tea clean over here. So moving on forward into your other questions, but is everything okay? Yeah, hello, my beautiful Elaine. Yes, a weekend live. It is a new moon. It's a new moon. It's kind of important. So here we are into the Sunday for the beautiful new moon, answering questions, making sure everybody's okay. So do you still see him moving things? Yes, yes, my love. Stay the way that you are. Are you able to move things? Yes, no. Stay the way that you are means you guys continue meeting on up into different type of streamings. It means that you guys continue to meet on up physically, maybe like once a week. Now that is something that is completely different than anything else. All right? And that's what I feel over here. Yes, you can, my beautiful Elaine, sweetie pie. So this is actually what is happening over here, okay? It is not a question over here of things are going to stagnate. Like I said, for an actual commitment, it's more going to be happening somewhere around the month of September. If you guys just even talk to each other 2-3 times a week, if you see each other once a week, you are already doing 1,000,000 times more than you have been doing the last 2 years. Things are moving, but we can't necessarily jump to the end of the race because it's going to move too quickly. Yeah. I know. We have not been live onto a Sunday for the longest of time. I know. Exactly, sweetie pie. Exactly. And hello, Johnny. Nice to see you, sweetie. Exactly. Yes, that's it. Yes, I shall be with you shortly, my beautiful Shakira, sweetie pie. So you just did, and that is good. Let me go and see, did we actually receive it right away? Into my mind, I'm going to say no. I don't believe he did. The number I'm getting in my mind is weird. It's 87. So I'm going to say he's going to receive your whisperings in 87 minutes. 87 minutes is my answer, as strange as it is. I could round it off and say 90 minutes or 80 minutes or 85 minutes, but I'm getting 87 minutes. So there you go. So no, we did not receive them right away, but we definitely will be receiving them. You just have to give it a tiny little bit more time. Yes, the S. Yes, no, well, we're not just we're working on S, but we're also working on the V, S and V, sweetie pie. I know that V we didn't have to work on, but we thought while we're at it, why not work at it at the same time? So I'm doing S and V. I will go see if there's anybody else that we do have to work upon, but I do not believe so, my sweetie pie. Yes, no, I just saw S and V. There's nobody else who is actually around at this moment, but I will go and validate all of that. So this is all the way on up here within what we're up to, okay? I'm going to say S and V. We're going to stick around with that. Not a problem whatsoever. Let me go and see if there's anybody else that we kind of have to work upon. I don't believe there is, though. Even V. V is just of great precaution, but since we're at it, we might as well. Okay, no, there's no love. There's nothing happening over here. Our knight is way in reverse position. Nothing happening, sweetie pie. So no, there's nobody else that we actually have to, work or do anything upon anything in any kind of a way. So we're good for gold, my love. well done. Well, let's just go and do this over here. Oh, let me go and see that. Let me go and see. Again, by the way, on Tuesday, the live will most likely be late, okay? It will be late, like when we used to do lives, like at 10 o'clock at night. Don't be surprised. I know it's a weird thing, but like I said, I'm going to the zoo on Tuesday, and it's 3 hours to go and 3 hours to come back. So it's a fair amount of time away. Okay, so this is the last question that I do have before I give you messages. So are you the only one? This is what I'm going to go and see this moment. Let's do this, let's do that, let's do that, and voila. So are you still the only one? From what I can see over here, we're warding off everybody else. The Fool is not jumping on in with nobody else neither, my sweet love. We do have a lot of priorities at this moment. We are trying to adapt as much as we possibly can, but we are not moving on forward with anybody else in any kind of a way. We are persevering into our love, into the connection that we do have. So even though we have not necessarily outspokenly said to you that we are giving you this beautiful commitment, we are giving you this commitment, but I feel like we've already given you this commitment for quite some time already. It's just that we never actually kind of outspokenly said it. But there is quite a difference between thinking it and adapting yourself towards it and speaking it to the person that you love and that you care about. It just kind of stabilizes and grounds everything within, which is one of the spells that we're actually working on tonight, the stability and the grounding. So that's going to be absolutely perfect for that. The energy has got to be nice and strong and potent and absolutely perfect. Yes. Let me go see if everything is okay for you before I give you out those messages. And then my beautiful MZ, I shall be with you. Thank you, my beautiful Elaine, sweetie pie. You feel so close to the sky, so close to the sky. Why are you close to the sky? Why are you close to the sky? What's up with the sky, T-Clean? Oh, now I'm a little bit curious. Okay, hold on. Why do I actually, maybe I should switch this around. I don't know, but it's not moving over there. Maybe I should move it over here. No, actually, I think that's here. I'm just going to wiggle you guys around. Oh, there you go. So you guys can keep on spying onto the little blue car, the grandma, yeah, in front. There you go. Give something for Watson to do. Okay, perfectly. So you say, I've got you, my beautiful. Thank you, my beautiful Elaine. So technically, he doesn't even. I'm doing this. No, exactly. Yeah, I got you moving. I was switching the cameras, the camera around. I want you guys to continue the saga about, the mommy who lives across the street. It's a pity Mr. Bean doesn't live there. He lives like 2 houses down there. You could have saw how he looks like Mr. Bean. No, you didn't free fall. No, my sweet lord. I do that with my phone, not with a camera. Okay, my beautiful MZ, let me go and send you some messages on out. Who's staying at home? The lady, yeah, she goes out into the daytime. At nighttime, I don't know what she does. I don't know. I don't talk to those people. They're weird. Yeah. The little girl used to stalk David, which is weird to begin with. And I don't know. I'm not going to get into it, but they're a little bit strange. How's that? Yes. And it's a little bit of a consensus upon the street itself. So besides, I'm not all that. I'm very, very talkative, but I don't talk to that many of my neighbors. I really just talk to 2 of them. There you go. That's it. Okay, so messages. Here we go. The more you kind of talk to your neighbors, I don't know. They know too much about you, and yeah, I don't want to get into that. No. All right, so messages coming on through for our beautiful love is going to be right over here. Let me go back into the streaming. Thank you, my beautiful Shakira, sweetie pie. And let's continue over here. Is anybody buffering? I'm seeing some type of strange Is anybody buffering? Is everybody okay? Really what? Really what? Why don't you dress up like a witch and scare them off? Yeah, no, I could. I definitely could. It's not a good thing for my separation with the evil D. I really don't want him going to court saying that I'm a witch and I do witchy stuff. No, I'll wait till after, then I'll hang up my broom. Yeah, it was buffering, wasn't it? Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Okay, let me go see. Is it buffering for anybody else? You're buffering a little bit, but you're good. Okay, I got you. Yeah, you got to do things wisely, Elaine. Besides, the lady next to me, she's black belt. I don't really want to play around with her. I don't like her all that much. Alrighty, so let me continue. If anybody is having bad, buffering or something as such, just let me know. Maybe I'll try something. Hold on, I'll try something. You might lose me for a second, but I'm here. Okay, good. I fixed it. Woohoo! Oh, my beautiful smile. I'm not going to be able to tonight, sweetie pie. I do have a short live, and I already do have like a good 45 minutes wait, my sweetie pie. Put a spell on her. I could, but she doesn't bother me that much, honestly. I talk to her maybe once or twice a year. That's it. She's not a problem. I prefer to put other people in jars. So I'm gonna go and do messages. That's what I'm gonna do. Messages for sweetie pie. Alrighty. Have yourself a lovely evening, beautiful smile. Yeah, I do. I've got people into my freezer, like. I don't have people, I have jars. I have energies into my freezer. A different story altogether. All right, I do want to be able to live with you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, my beautiful high priestess, sweetie pie. High priestess, I have a good 45 minutes waiting, so I'll leave you a timestamp. Is that good with you? All right, here we go. Let's continue on. I am going to be reaching on out soon. Also want you to know that I know that you do know me so much better. Thank you, my beautiful high priestess. Or come back in about 40 minutes, but you'll definitely have a timestamp. It will be there for you, my sweet love. You make me feel absolutely blessed, and I've been confiding into this, and we know that he has been confiding because we did look at it and we did hear about it, and we do know that he's been busy with it, so it's not anything new. Beautiful love. If there's anything else, let me know. Reach on out towards me, even a little bit later. If there's anything, you know where to find me, sweetie. Thank you, my beautiful love. So let's go and see. I am going to update the list at this moment for you, my dear Juanson. We are going to be with Shakira. We're going to move on forward to Mimi, to T Clean, to Elaine, and to High Priestess after. Okay. Absolutely, my beautiful Julie. I shall be here, whether it be live or not. You know where to find me. All right. So let's continue on with Shakira. Now, Shakira always has a timestamp, and Shakira's timestamp is going to be at 32 minutes. You're not used to the busy schedule? What do you mean the busy schedule? What does that mean, the busy schedule? What's a busy schedule? All right, I got you, love. I do like to leave you a timestamp anyways, because I know that sometimes you're kind of here and sometimes you're not, and there's all different kind of things. So let's go. You went to the park today and you wrote everything that you wanted to let go from your past, including negative emotions. That is perfect. And your ex-marriage, and you forgave and thanked and burned the papers. Beautifully done, by the way. What did that do spiritually? Is this the first time that you do this, my sweet love? Oh, well, Elaine, you'll get used to it. It's not going to take much time. You'll get used to it, sweetie. Hey, I get really hella busy too in August. All my kids going back to school. Ah! So, here we go. Okay, Shakira. As for your first question, what does it actually do for you, right? When you actually write everything down, okay, what you're doing is a little bit like a cutting of a cord, but without actually doing the cutting of the cord type of it. You're doing a different type of ceremony. So what you did was a little bit of some witchcraft, if you will, but it was also some psychological kind of twist that was put into it. That's it. And you released your ex as you asked for forgiveness as well, and you forgave him. And that is perfect because that is actually going to allow you, by forgiving your ex, by forgiving people who have wronged you into the past, and by just letting go of everything. It could be tiny little things. It could be the way that they used to look at you that you didn't like, but you kept inside of you. It could be the way that they spoke to you. It could be things that they have said. It could be a million different things. But all those tiny little things, they end up making like a huge ball. And what do you do with that ball? You don't know. It's kind of hidden within you all over the place. And every once in a while, somebody says something, kind of comes on out, and then poof, there you go. This is it. What you're actually doing is you're releasing all that energy out into the universe. And you're saying, I no longer want it. I no longer need it. I am releasing it. And I am releasing it for all these reasons. By burning it and releasing it to the ground, to the earth, so to Gaia, you're actually releasing, giving to the earth. The earth will reuse it, will regenerate it, if you will, and use it on out into different type of energy, into beautiful energy, new energy for you, for somebody else. But you're really just letting go and opening for something new. And it is the best way that you possibly could have done it, honestly. To write a letter either to yourself or to somebody else, to burn it and to let it go. That should allow you to actually cut the cords completely. If you feel like there's still a little something has not yet been completed, you can always redo the exact same thing. You can do it at home also without having to go outside into a park. You could use a little stainless steel bowl or a mortar and pillar kind of a bowl, whatever doesn't catch on fire, okay? And you can burn your paper directly into that, and then you can take the ashes from it. You can throw it into the garbage. You can throw it into a nasty, vile kind of place too, because you want to release that energy and you want to get rid of it because it is negative energy. It is not good. And that's it. So if you feel the need to do it again, then you can always do it again. It's not going to happen immediately. You might start to feel a little bit of some workings along the way, but it could take a good month, even 6 weeks, a little bit more to actually start to see the effects of it. But the universe will gather that energy and will actually bring novelty in towards you because you're ready for it. Into the past you weren't, now you are. So the universe will start to understand your new energy and start giving you the good and the beauty into your life. And you really, that's it. And you ended the cycle with him, exactly. So you cut ties with him, and besides him and his burns emotions, and you thought about yourself and your old self concept also, right? Yes, because there are some things that you didn't like about yourself. There are some things that you wanted to change about yourself. And that's perfect. You have to release it. You have to let it go. Other things that you could do for yourself, my beautiful Shakira, just because it's in your question over there and you're wondering about it before I take out the cards, is you could just honestly take a simple piece of white paper, okay? Take a piece of white paper and just write onto it. Put yourself a square box. Put it in blue, please. I know my pen is not blue, it's black, but put it in blue. And I actually want you to write, 333 in each corner, okay? So the corners are northwest. It's all your cardinal points, okay? And then I want you to actually write your name. I want you to write your date of birth, and I want you to write onto it what you want and what you desire. Fold that paper 7 times towards you, okay? 7 times. and keep it into a safe place. Put it into a night table, put it into your wallet, put it into underneath your mattress, if you will. Put it into a place, and when you have received what it is that you have wanted, then you can rid of the paper into the way that you want. But this is a beautiful self-loving kind of spell to bring abundance into your life, but really into great simplicity. It takes 5 minutes. Draw yourself a square, 333 in each corner, name your birthday, underline that 3 times, fold it towards you 7 times, done job. All right? Yeah. Where's Lilith? She's not here tonight. Often when we do surprise readings, she's not there. Yeah, surprise. If ever you do need other questions, if ever you need any type of spells, my beautiful Shakira, that you would like to do, then you just send me a message, send me something on out so I can help you on out with it, and it'll be my great pleasure to do so, sweetie. Anything. I will give you the spell. I will tell you what to do, and you won't need anything. Paper and pen. That's all you actually need to do. Okay? To you, it's complicated to do? No, it's not. Well, okay, maybe it is for you, but anyways, if anybody needs any spells, send me an email. I will give you the most simplest, beautiful spells that will release you and bring good things. All right? So what are you manifesting after that? I kind of feel like you're manifesting a different life than what you're manifesting at this moment, my love. And I say that into the best, into the most beautiful kind of a way. Why do I say into that kind of way? Because I feel quite strongly. I know that you love your man. I know that you do. I know that you do, but I also know that he's not bringing you what it is that you want. I know that what you're wanting to release all the past, but you're wanting novelty to come into your life. You're wanting commitment to come into your life. You're wanting good people to come into your life. You're looking for commitment. You're looking for love. You're looking for respect. That's what you're looking for. And you're looking towards finding yourself into the depthness of your soul, of who you used to be before you were actually married, before you were actually kind of tangled on up into those connections, because you were somebody before you got into a connection with these people. Then you were into a connection, you were married, you met different people, everything as such. The energy kind of got a little bit foggy. Now you're releasing all that fogginess, but you need to find yourself again. But you're no longer the same person that you used to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago. You have changed, so you must find the core of yourself and add on in the novelty of who Shakira is today. Because of your experiences, because of your wants and your desires, you're no longer the same person. You're no longer looking for the same thing, but they've a little bit modified. That's what you're looking forward towards. Yeah. My problem with you, and I'm going to check into the cards. My answer for you is going to be a no. And I'm going to explain to you why it's going to be a no. The relationship that you have at this moment is a relationship that is, I feel, my love, that he has, and I don't mean it into a bad way. I feel like, I know that you have a lot of power, because if you don't want to be with him anymore, I know that he stalks you and he's upset and everything as such. But I also know that in normal times, he's a little bit the one who kind of dictates when you guys see each other. He's a very strong emperor. He doesn't like to be turned on down. He kind of gets upset by it. So it's not an easy place to necessarily be into. You are releasing, but he hasn't done anything. The only thing that could come from this is if you decide that this person is no longer good for you, because he's not able to give you what it is that you want, because he's not moving on forward with what you want. So is it actually going to impact you into a positive way? Not really, because he hasn't done anything. It could impact you into the way that you could decide to be more strong, and you could be more determined, and you could ask more for what you want. But if you ask more, he might still not be able to give it to you. So there's something that's important within that is a toss. It's either a yes or it's a no. But if you move on forward to push through, you could end up losing him too. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what I will say is this. Into my mind, I do not feel within spirit neither that this is going to change anything. So will it actually change anything what you have done within your connection? No. I feel like it will make modifications onto your life. You will release, you will feel better, you will be able to move on forward. Will you still want to, and it's too early to say so, will you still want to, after doing this, continue the relationship with this man, even if he doesn't give you exactly what you want? That's going to be left to be said, because you've released, you've let a lot of things go. Are you at a different place now than where you used to be? Perhaps you are. Perhaps you'll be in a month or in 2 months. Well, he'll be able to follow on through with it. Perhaps he will. Perhaps he won't. What I will say is this. What could be really, really interesting for you, my beautiful Shakira, is a connection spell, a love spell, an open yourself on up spell. I can do that for you. It is the new moon. It's a beautiful time to do so. I can do one for you if you want tonight. Otherwise, I can give you different tools how you can do it yourself, but it is new moon, so if you do want me to do it, I can do it. What we need him to do in order to be with you is we need him to open himself up. We need him to tell you, yes, that he loves you and he desires to be with you, but that he loves you and desires you and is willing to let go of the other person, because the other person is an impediment. They're into your way. No, my love, no. Well, the problem is, my beautiful Shakira, it would do that if you were the one that was blocked, but you're not blocked. You were completely open to love him and you didn't want to be with him, right? So he needs to do something. He needs to make the modifications. I will definitely do something for it. I will definitely do it. Hold on. I'm just going to jot it on down onto the different type of spells I've got to do. Just give me one moment. Hold on. What is it that you desire the most from him, my beautiful Shakira? There is Elaine too. There is, my love. I can do that for you, my beautiful Elaine, if you want to, sweetie pie. I can definitely do that for you, sweetie. And you were still having a connection with your ex, right? Okay, you desire marriage. Okay, so let's move on forward towards that. Okay, so what we want is a commitment. We want a strong commitment that is going to lead to marriage. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to do this repetitively, so just give me a moment. I'm just going to write it on down. So we want a spell for a commitment with marriage. All right, I got you. I will do this onto the new moons. I will do it onto the full moons, and I will do it onto the Fridays. Okay. Fridays are perfect for love. So I've got my list. I've got it here. You don't have to remind me. I've got it, sweetie pie. It can take a little bit of time before the energy actually passes on through, but I will be working onto it onto new moons. So tonight, onto full moons, and onto the Fridays, because they're beautiful days for love. And that is perfect. That is perfect, sweetie. No, I know. No, it's toxic emotionally speaking. Sometimes it's better to just kind of cut all that off. I know, sweetie pie. It's my pleasure, my beautiful Elaine. Everything is possible, Elaine. Okay, so hold on. Let me just jot this on down. No, don't do that. Oh my God, don't do that, my beautiful Shakira. It's my pleasure, sweetie. No, I believe in cutting off exes that are toxic as much as you possibly can. I have some exes that I get along well with, that I still do talk with. No, I don't. I've got everything I need, my beautiful Shakira, sweetie. But other people, you just have to cut off. And Elaine, you say you want to actually move on forward, right? You don't want to be, you say lazy, but that's not what it is. It's a confidence spell is what you need. You're not lazy in any kind of a way, my beautiful Elaine. Seriously. Here you go. Yes. Oh, Jodianne, nice to see you, sweetie. No, Jodianne, spells come in all different kind of ways. Whatever you can think about is possible. Lose weight, self-confidence, boost, money, success, abundance, get rid, warding, freezing, whatever it is, it's all possible, sweetie pie. I know, Elaine. Shakira, you saying you thought that maybe that's a part of the reason why things can't flow. No, the problem is, well, okay, yes, it is part of it, Shakira. It is part of it. Now you have released everything from the past, which is perfect, and that was necessary, but he's got to do his part too. So you took care of your part, which is great, but now he has to take care of his part, and that's important. So I'm going to try to help you so that he can take care of his part onto his way so he can move on forward. We do have to remember that it is white magic, so he has to be wanting and willing and everything of the such, but we can definitely move the energy closer towards you so we can come more towards a certain beautiful completion of your desire altogether. Hello, my beautiful TP. Nice to see you, sweetie pie. Okay. Is it possible and worth it? Okay. TP, I will leave you a timestamp. I do have a little bit of a waiting list, sweetie, but I will definitely leave you a timestamp, sweetie. I've got your question. Yeah, so can I check if that will create any new desire into him? Now, the fact that I would do something, or you doing that, the fact that you do that, is that going to create? Let's go see. What is that? You love money spell, Swanson? Money, money, money. Oh, that Swanson. Ooh, that Swanson. Alrighty. Money can buy a lot of things. It can. Okay, so is it actually going to help you move on forward? Somewhat, my beautiful love. Somewhat, but not completely, sweetie. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to say towards you over here, my love. What I did and what you're doing, right? Yes. For the moment, I'm not going to say necessarily what I'm doing because it hasn't been done yet, so we don't necessarily know how that's going to be moving on forward. But what you have done, it is definitely going to help, but we need him to do something more. So we're going to work onto that, and we're going to see within the energy once the spell has actually been casted. Let's leave it a couple days, and then we'll check into it and see how that energy is going. Normally speaking, it should go fairly well. We should have somewhat of some openings, somewhat of some modifications, but we do need to leave it a little bit of time, all right? So yeah, what you're manifesting from this is love. It is openings. It is the beautiful marriage. It is the beautiful commitment. And that's what we're going to be working on too. So like I said, I'm going to be doing it. Well, we've got 4 Fridays into a month, plus we have 1 new moon and 1 full moon. So we'll do it 6 times into a month. And that should be able to do some pretty good things for you, sweetie. And that's the same thing, Elaine. That's the same thing. Yes. Yeah, okay, this was the earlier question. They're all pretty much related. I got you. So, did the new paths open spiritually into your love life because of what they are and what you're now going to start seeing happen? What you're actually going to start seeing happen at this moment, my love, is more from your side. Okay? It's my pleasure, sweetie pie. And that's it, right? You feel a very powerful cut. And that's important, Elaine. That's what happens. We all feel things into a different kind of a way, right? Sometimes it's very, very powerful. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but it gives us what it is necessary. It's my pleasure, my beautiful Shakira, sweetie. So I'm basically going to say into your other question over here, you know, what is it exactly, like you say, what's going to be happening? Where are you going to start to see happen? You're going to start to ground yourself more. You're going to start to ask for things a little bit more. You're going to know more what you're moving on forward with. And you yourself, energetically speaking, you're going to be feeling so much better because you're not going to be having that connection. You're not going to be having that toxicity. It's cutting away all those people. So when you wake up into the morning, you don't feel heavy. You don't feel afraid. You don't feel like you're stuck. You feel good. You feel comfortable. You feel like you're into a good place. And you feel like you can move on forward, but towards your own wants, your own desires, nothing else popping on through. And that is so, so important. It releases all those attachments and it lets you roam free. From there, you can do what you want. He will definitely notice that you are more free. that there is less stress, that you're speaking a little bit more openly, that maybe you're asking a little bit more for what it is that you want. And that's okay, because that's the way you're going to move on forward into the relationship. So does it help into a certain way? It definitely does. And you say, have you been? Okay, let me go and see those questions over there. Up next, by the way, is Mimi. So Mimi is going to be on up next. And my dear Watson, I will be sending to you the timestamps later on, sweetie pie. So Mimi. And Watson, we're going to be closing at 10, and so in an hour. Okay, sweetie? Just so you know. Not that I want you to put a countdown minute by minute, just so you know. Oh my God, you've got everything so perfectly, Watson, even while doing some super fragilistic stuff. Okay, so let's go see. Have you been onto his mind lately? Why an hour? Well, because we've been here since 8. We're usually here for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. An hour for the donations, sweetie pie. So donations keep on coming on through, but then by the time we're done, it's like 10:30 or something of the such. So yeah. And since it is a surprise one, well, there's a little bit more of a time limit onto the surprise ones because they're surprise. You got a surprise ending too. So that's my story. Okay, so let's continue on and let's go and see what I've got. So what has been onto the mind lately? Honestly, is it possible that he's been wanting to feel a little bit like more by himself? Because I'm seeing him wanting to be a little bit more by himself, feeling like a little bit more excluded into a certain kind of a way. I don't feel like he's been going out all that much. I don't feel like he's been necessarily meeting up with people all that much neither. I feel like he is into a place where, quite honestly, he doesn't want conflicts. He doesn't want conflicts, doesn't want any issues. Something has a little bit kind of ended or transitioned into a certain kind of a way. You didn't have a fight in any kind of a way, but he wants to speak to you. There are things that he has not said. I feel like he wants to reach on out towards you, something that he has not done. Zanab, thank you so very much, my sweetie pie. And your question is there, so we'll be able to leave you a timestamp if ever you're not here, my love. Thank you for posting. Yeah, no, there's nothing that has necessarily happened. No, he didn't text today, and yesterday he did. Yeah, no, there's been nothing has happened. But he's been wanting to talk with you. He's been wanting to reach on out towards you a little bit more. But I do still feel, besides the actual texting, I feel like he wants to be a little bit by himself, which means that he can send some messages on out, but not necessarily meet on up with you, which is a different kind of thing. So when I say he wants to be a little bit more by himself, it has nothing to do necessarily with the texting. It has to do with actually seeing each other, like physically. But I don't necessarily see over here. Let me take out some more cards, what he actually wants to say. Because I do have our moon card. Our moon card is saying that there's something he wants to say towards you that he has not said. What is he wanting to say? Okay. He wants you to know that he hasn't spent all that much time with you, but he wants to be able to spend some time with you. That he is missing you. He wants you to know that he has a lot of, I'm going to say, sexual desires and beautiful attraction towards you. And that he's trying to figure out somewhat of some time where he's going to be able to see you. Did he tell you when he's going to be able to meet you on up? No, he's not losing interest. No. What's the unsaid is what I pulled out the cards. No, the unsaid was not a bad thing altogether. The unsaid was that he did not spend all that much time with you, that he's trying to find a way to spend some time with you, basically, because he's very, very attracted to you and he does love you. So it has nothing to do with actually, losing interest in any kind of a way. He wants to spend more time with you. He wants to speak with you. He just doesn't quite know when he's going to be available to do so. But what he's not saying is that I love you, I miss you, I want to see you. But he knows that if he tells you, I love you, I miss you, I want to see you, you know, I want you right here, right now, then you're probably going to say, well, come on over right here, right now, right? But then he's not necessarily going to be able to do that. And I feel like that's where a little bit of some, you know, some energy is a little bit kind of conflictual there. So he wants to tell you that he wants to see you right here, right now, but he's unavailable to actually do so. He said he might see you Thursday, but no, it didn't sound too. That's it. That's exactly what it is. He's trying to figure out the time when he's going to be able to see you, but nothing is all that clear. Yeah. Let me go and see if he's going to be able to see you onto this Thursday. Let's go and see that. The Emperor definitely does want to see you, or King of Wands is going to do everything that he possibly can. You are going to see him on this Thursday. You are going to see him this week. There's no doubt about it. It's a yes all the way through, okay? You will be able to see him this week. He will do everything into his power to come and see you because he does miss you and he does want to see you. So, let me go see if you're going to hear from him by text tomorrow. King of Wands. Yes, my love. Yes, you are definitely going to be hearing from him tomorrow. Yes. Thank you, my beautiful Lane. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, I should not do that. All right. Okay, so wait. Have you been onto his mind? It is a yes. The thoughts about you. It's about wanting to reach on towards you, wanting to be closer to you, and what he's not saying. That is good. What are the 18 plus thoughts? Let's go into 18 plus that we can do into the sweetest, kind of nicest kind of a way. Let's go like this. Let's go see. What do we got? Okay. He wants to take action towards you. What I'm going to say over here, I know that you guys have discussed before, but I do not necessarily believe that you guys have done before. What I'm getting into the most 18 plus, and I'm going to say this is the nicest, sweetest kind of way that I can. You're not 2, but you're 3. So there's somebody else who was involved into this. May it be a man or may it be a woman. I don't really feel like it's all that important towards him, but into his thoughts, into his desires at this moment, he's wanting to have some type of fantasy where there is you and there is somebody else involved along with him. So he's kind of playing around into the game. It's not just 2 people, it's 3 people having fun together. It doesn't really matter if it's a he or if it's a she. And let me give you some sweet messages too to go along with that, okay? Let me give you some sweet messages, and I'm going to go and see your other question. After that is going to be Mimi, T Clean, and HP. Hold on. Okay. I cannot wait to see you again. I want you to know that I simply want to spoil you. Sometimes when I look at my phone, though, I do kind of become a little bit stuck. I feel like we need to talk about everything. To me, you just truly feel like home. I need more time with you. I want you to know that I believe that you are my soulmate, but I'm still not quite ready to settle on down at this moment. But I will open up my heart as much as I possibly can because I simply cannot stop thinking about you. You are always into my dreams. And And let me go back into the live. Yeah, I know. Won't he get jealous if somebody's... Well, hey, I'm saying at this moment, it's his fantasy. Now, it's a fantasy that he is living into his mind that he would like to have, but you know, like I do, there are fantasies that you can have about desiring and wanting something, but then to actually take it and bring it in reality, sometimes you don't necessarily want it. Sometimes it's better into your head, right? I kind of feel like that's probably what it is, but I will go and validate. But I feel like this is what he's thinking, is what he's fantasizing into his mind, but I don't necessarily believe that he would like to actually have that happening, like right there in front of you all together. You see my Page of Cups in reverse position. It is something that he has into his mind, but if you guys actually did do it in real life, he'd be stressed about it. But please do at least know that he is having it into his mind, because that is definitely something that you guys can play into some type of a role play. Or maybe you can even add it on into a different kind of a way. I'll say, you know, I'm trying to be YouTube friendly, but without necessarily having somebody else come on in and play into your pleasure. You can definitely have somebody, let's say, who's watching. You could have a watcher. You could have somebody who's watching but kind of filming or taking pictures. Like, there's different ways of doing this where he would not necessarily feel jealous but kind of feel really excited by the whole thing. Yeah, you know, I know he can be quite possessive, yes. What's at the bottom of his heart wishing for the most towards you that he might try to block? That he might try to block? What would he actually try to block? At the bottom of his heart is that he wants you and only you, but doesn't want to say out loud. That's what he wants into the bottom of his heart. In the bottom of his heart, he wants to be your king. He wants to be your lover. He wants to be your love. He wants to be the person that you would call husband or soulmate. But he also wants to be the one who takes all those actions towards you. He honestly wants to have the ultimate happiness with you. But those are things that he sometimes kind of blocks, because sometimes he wonders, will that be a possibility or not? Sometimes I feel like he actually asks himself into his mind, is this something that is possible? Is this something that could move on forward? Is this something that I'm going to be able to do later on? I feel like these are all different kind of things that he asks himself. He asks himself these questions. Am I sometimes fooling myself? Because into his mind, all he wants is you. He truly does love you. He truly does desire you. And into his mind, there's nobody that is better than you. Yet he has not yet made that movement. Now, hopefully we'll be able to help him on make that movement within our spells. But this is his last, like, it's his last phase that he needs to do, is to say, this is not working for me like this, because I no longer want to be shared. I no longer want you to be doubting. I want to be with you and only you and nobody else. We don't want him. I feel like he is ultimately very, very afraid that you're going to end up leaving him to go and see somebody else, because somebody else is willing to offer what he is not offering at this moment. And ultimately, that is probably what is going to make him make that final movement and say, okay, this is it. I am going to leave the other person. I'm going to be with you, because otherwise you're going to end up leaving him. That's ultimately a little bit what I'm seeing at this moment. The energy could change, but that's his deepest, deepest fear, is that you will leave him for somebody else because he is not yet making the movement, which is why he's always trying to be a little bit present, but he's not always completely present, and he's not completely doing what he has to, simply because he has not been pushed to the wall yet. He doesn't feel like he's completely obligated to do so. So if you want, he can still kind of have his dessert and continue living his life somewhat a little bit kind of comfortably. So he's kind of has best of both worlds at this moment, until the point where he's actually kind of, you know, forced to do something and to change something. But I don't necessarily feel like he's going to be changing something. So he's kind of a little bit repressing that. But whenever he will feel that, oh my God, he's kind of losing you, that's where he's going to come on in really, really quite strongly. Which doesn't mean that you necessarily need to make him feel like he is losing you, because then that would be manipulation, would be other things that might not necessarily work on through, but that's what I'm seeing. Yeah. Does something kind of kinky, what is that? Can I ask one thing? Does something kind of kinky, it's just done for me twice to please. Does he now like doing that or not at all? Oh. Oh, let me go see. I don't think he does. I think I know what it is you're talking about, and my answer is going to be a no. I think he does it just for you, sweetie. You're going to go and take the garbage out. You got time to take the garbage out, sweetie. I still have 2 other readings before you, sweetie, so you have time to go take the garbage. I'm going to say about 10-15 minutes, Elaine. Unless you're garbage and you live onto a farm, but I know where you live. You don't live on no farm. You're good. Yeah. Okay, so sweetie pie, I'm going to say no onto that one. Yeah. Hi, Sean. I know you're not feeling well. You sent me a message and have time to read it though, sweetie. No, I'm gonna say no onto that one. Oh, Sean, I'm sending you healing juju, sweetie pie. No, he does it to make you happy, but it's not something that he likes. It's not. No, it's not his thing. If he could not do it, he would not. But he does it to make you happy. But it's just not his thing. I know. Hey, at least he does it to make you happy. I'm sure you do things just to make him happy too. So hey, it's a give. You know, it's a give and take kind of a situation. And I kind of feel like love and anything that is a little bit kind of related to it is always a give and take kind of a thing. Yeah. I know that's it, right? I know. Sometimes some people give a little bit too much and that gets us in trouble too. So what does he wish that he could actually tell you? I'm going to go towards this little one. What does he wish he could say to you? Who's confusing you, Carrie? Who's confusing you, my love? Who? Let me know. Zanab, thank you, my sweet love. Who is confusing you? All right, so sweetie pie, what does he actually wish that he could say to you? He feels like every single day when he is not with you that there is somewhat of a loss of opportunity. He feels quite insecure about their relationship because he feels like at any moment in time you could end up just kind of walking away from him and there could be nothing that he could do or nothing that he could truly really say. I feel as though often he fears that he lives into a place of fear, a place where one single little misinterpretation can bring in a certain amount of happiness. Basically, he's quite anxious about the relationship. He's quite anxious about the love altogether, but most of it is not coming from you. It's his own fault because he's not giving to you what you are actually wanting and requiring, and he knows very, very well what it is that you want. But I kind of feel like he's always a little bit kind of dodging things. Yes. D is probably always a little bit confusing, although often he's really quite straightforward. Yeah. Let me give you some more messages, my sweetie pie. Mimi, my sweet one, you're going to be on up next. Let's move on forward to some messages for our beautiful love. And here we go. So let's go and see what we've got with this little deck. All right. Nothing can break the bond of love between us. All my love. All of me loves all of you. I would love to be able to offer you an exclusive, committed relationship, and I will do everything that I possibly can to make us happy. I am so glad that we found each other because my life has been so much better ever since. My soul recognized yours the first moment that I saw you and looked deep into your eyes because you truly are my heart's desire. My beautiful love, if I do a little bit of a recap of everything we have said, we want to have like a 3 kind of party kind of a thing, but we don't really want to. We want it into our mind. We want it to be exciting. Maybe there's different kind of twists that you can do upon it. He truly is quite afraid about you leaving to go see somebody else because he knows that he's not giving you what you desire and what you truly do require. Everything that you have done today has actually liberated you. You might not feel the effects right away, but you are moving on forward within them. What is going to be important for you is to continue onto that. And if you feel as though not everything has been completely cut and done with, then you need to put a little bit more effort towards it. Okay, so you might need to repeat it a second time around. I'm going to do what I can, like I said, onto my side to try to help you on through with that. And I will continue with that schedule for as long as necessary, or until you tell me you no longer want it or whatever. But I will be working onto that. What he truly, truly loves is you. What he truly desires is you. But he doesn't feel as though he's pushed against the wall at this moment, that he is losing you. Therefore, he's kind of taking comfort and love and passion. Comfort and love and passion. He does love you, but he's not quite ready to give you the committed relationship of marriage at this moment. So we'll work onto it. We know that he loves you. We know that the basics are there. We know that you're working to yourself and you're liberating. So let's just see where all these movements are going to go. It does take a little bit of a time. It's not like a wizard's broom, but we will work onto it. And every single day, the energy that we will pull in together, you, him, me, everybody, we're going to make this happen, sweetie pie. So stay strong. Just remember that he loves you, that he cares for you. And you are going to be getting a text from him, and you are going to be seeing him this week. He is really quite excited to see you, my love. I think that resumes it pretty well. I think. I'm not sure. I think so. Yeah. Yes, my beautiful Shakira. Absolutely, sweetie. So, Shakira on, let me go. I'm going to put it on to every Friday, plus on the full moons and the new moons, my love, until necessary. Okay? Yeah. Oh, yes, I have done. Oh, my beautiful Shakira. I have done a million. I have done as much from people who do not have any type of contact. I have done it from people in third parties. I have done all of them, sweet love. All of them, my beautiful. Have no fears. Have no worries. This is not my first time around the moon, sweetie pie. Usually good. Usually very, very good, my beautiful Shakira, sweetie. But it's important not to actually measure one success to the other, because everybody's energy is different. So, and everybody's past is different. So we cannot compare one to the other. But I'm going to say most of the things that I do at 95%, they usually do come out really quite strongly, and they do come out into the most positive ways. So I'm going to say so far so good, my beautiful love. You're such a sweetie pie, my dear Sean, sweetie. Kara, you say, can call anytime you want. He said, what do you mean? I said, if you don't mind me making a tea, you can call now. And then you came upstairs with your tea and you told him done already, and then nothing. Oh, seriously. No, you didn't do anything wrong. Oh my God. Shakira, what's important, my love, is this. This is what I'm going to say. What's important in order to make this work through is that we stay updated. All right. Usually I stay updated with the people that I do these spells with. I stay updated daily or weekly with them. So, and whenever there's a shift, whenever there's a difference, whenever there's a fight, whenever there's a conflict, whenever something happens, I come on in and I do something to make things better. So if there's a fight, I come on in, I try to make things better between you guys. If there's no communication, I try to bring communication in. So feel free to send me a message every once in a while just to say, oh my God, this happened. We had a fight. Can you do anything about it? And I'll do something about it to try to mend it, to try to make the energy better. And by continuously working onto the relationship like that, then we're not just taking a chess game that's a little bit all disruptive and saying, I'm going to win this match. We're working onto it every day, every week, every month, and we're going with the energies and we're making things better, but we're planning. you know, for each step that comes on forward. And that's really important. So if you do want to do that with me, perfect. You can send me little updates every once in a while, like, oh my God, I had a fight. Can you help me out with this? And I can, you know, send out a spell. I can do something. Or you're really, really stressed, you're really anxious, you need a spell, I can do that too. But it's just open communication will help us to figure out the path between everybody and link everybody together. Perfect. Okay. So as long as you keep me updated onto that, really honestly, just, oh my God, we had a fight. He's upset at me. Help me. All right. I'll do a communication spell. I'll do something to try to help things out. That's it. As simple as that. Mm-hmm. Beautiful Shakira, I'm sending you so much love, sweetie. So if there's ever anything, you know, my email, it's always there. Otherwise, you know, we're here 5 days out of 7, my sweet love. And you can count on to me onto every Friday, full moon and new moon. I've got that done, sweetie pie. My dear Sean, sweetie, I'm sending you love. How's that? These hearts are sent on out towards you. I'm so sorry you don't feel good, sweetie. I'm so, so sorry, my love. And you haven't felt good since, like, I'm going to say this morning, you were already not feeling good. You sent me a message, right? It's my pleasure, Shakira, sweetie. Have yourself a lovely evening, my beautiful, and know that everything is going to work out. We've got this, and you have done absolutely fantastic with what you did today, okay? Fantastic, my love. Oh, my beautiful Carrie. Honestly, communication, sweetie, communication. You guys need communication. The communication is off, my love. He is on and off, on and off, on and off. You need communication. With communication, you'll be good into your relationship, nothing else. The love is already there. The desire is already there. You need communication and confidence. I'm gonna go and see Mimi. Yeah, I can do something for you too, my beautiful Carrie, sweetie. We need, you know, we need to do. You can do something on your side too, but yeah, we need to work towards that. Because everything else is there, but the communication is a little bit off. All right, Mimi. I'm gonna go and see Mimi. So just, what did I do? Oh, I don't know what I did. Hold on. I think I closed all my history pages, which is really what I did not want to do. Okay, perfect. So let's move on forward to Mimi. And Mimi, are you into my email? Let me go and see. Mimi followed out by T Clean, by the way, Quanson. So Mimi and T Clean followed out by our beautiful Elaine. Okay, that's going to be for T Clean, and Mimi's into my email. Mimi, I've got you twice. Yes, I actually did respond back to one of them, and the other one was kind of into it. Okay. Yeah, so we had like the whole chitty chatter thingy. Let me just put a little bit of a timestamp over here for you. We were wondering what was actually going on with that. Okay, so Mimi is at 1:21 and 30 seconds. All right. I don't think I saw Diane. Diane, hello, by the way, my love, if you're somewhere around. Juanson, I'll send you the timestamps later on, my sweetie pie. Actually, Juanson, if you don't mind, I'm going to shut off the shorts feed. I know we do have questions there, but I'm going to go and gather them later on. So I'm going to shut off the shorts feed for the moment, and we're just going to concentrate onto the live feed, okay?